Hello, it's Amalia here, and and Harriet. And in this video, I would like to show you some of the features of the new Bitless Bridle from LightRider that Cynthia and myself have designed. So the first thing is we have used beautiful soft English leather, and it comes in black and brown. I know a lot of people wanted the option to have brown as well, and Harriet here is wearing brown. We have got a few different features that make it really unique. So basically what we've done is we've chosen all the features that we love in a bitless bridle and combined them to make ultimately the perfect bitless bridle. So as you can see, the throat latch design is a little bit different to a normal style bridle, and the reason for that, the reason why we've done this is to create a little bit more stability in the bridle itself. So when you have the throat latch a little bit higher up, it can cause a lot more kind of sliding movement of the noseband. But because we've got the throat latch a little further down, when you use one rein aid, the cheek piece on the other side is not going to interfere with the horse's eye. What else have we got? We've got an anatomical headpiece. So it's shaped around the ears, but it's kind of hard to see from that angle, but there's also a space underneath the top of the pole area for the forelock to come through. So that way there's more even pressure over the top of the pole throughout the entire headpiece. So I've found that the horses seem to be much more comfortable with this type of headpiece in place. We have got a beautiful curved brow band, and personally I just think they look really nice, so we've got that, and I think they seem to sit a little better and more comfortable on the horse's head as well, and they tend not to be as tight because they've got that extra length in the curve. The noseband is a simple style, Cavison style noseband, so not crank or flash for obvious reasons. We don't want to be tightening the noseband around the horse's head. It's not our goal to keep the horse's mouth shut. We want the horse to have a comfortable room in the noseband to be able to lick and chew and graze and yawn even when the noseband is done up. So it's designed to be worn loose on the horse's head. Now the D-rings are attached to the noseband here, but they're actually reinforced with an extra piece of synthetic webbing in the noseband. So they're very securely attached to the noseband. The reason why we did this is I thought some other bitless bridles weren't very securely attached to the noseband, and I thought, what happens in an emergency situation where you might have to use a strong rein aid? Is the D-ring just going to rip out of the noseband? So I wanted it to be very securely in place, which is what we have achieved. Now, in terms of the noseband position, you want to make sure that the noseband is not sitting too low and equally not too high. So as a general rule, I like to say 2 fingers below the bottom of the cheekbone. So the bridle does not come with reins because I found that generally people have different preferences with what they like to use for reins. I use rope reins, which Natural Horse World and LightRider also sell, but I also sometimes use leather reins with notches on them as well. So you can attach pretty much whatever reins you like to this bitless bridle, but they are sold separately. So the action of this bitless bridle is called a side pull. I know it's not the most ideal name, but generally that means that there's no fancy mechanisms or cross under or crossover type mechanisms which you might find in other bitless bridles. It's simply like riding in a halter with reins attached to either side, but it looks a lot more beautiful and it's a lot more secure and designed for the purpose of actually riding, which halters are generally not. So when you use the left rein, it's going to apply a feel on the right side of the horse's head and vice versa. So that's generally the action of how the bitless bridle actually works. Now, if you have any questions at all about the bitless bridle, myself or Cynthia from LightRider will be happy to answer any questions that you may have. And if you do purchase a bridle, please take some photos of your horse wearing it and send it to us and let us know what you think.